Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going alright.
Alright, cool. Don't mind me, I'm going to be eating for a little bit. It's not too much left, so should be down
So I'm
pretty quick.
assuming it's just the usual four.
Yeah, oh, the usual four. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be the usual.
Yo, we're the Fantastic Four.
Uh, in Gray
You
Shot's
mean the
Doctor
better
Doom.
So the Fate Force Stick.
We're better than Fan Force Stick, alright? I mean, we produce quality podcasts that run for 2 hours, roughly, on a monthly basis for the last 2 years. We're doing a lot better than Fan Force Stick ever will.
They've had one
So-
2-hour thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized how close we are to getting to match 100 now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're on 97.
Yep.
That's correct. We are... The KWC, the committee reads, is on match 97, and on Monday, that'll be match 98, so...
Is this recording right now already?
Yeah, it's recording. When I'm
Are
on,
we
it's
waiting
always
for
recording.
Gray Shot?
Hello and welcome to the KWCC. I'm your host, Kaiju X.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. Hello, welcome to the KWCC. I'm your host, Alex. That's Kaiju
And
X.
today we have our usual three guests. GBZ, Kaiju X, and Pagoda.
Hey!
Yes.
Pagoda.
Something's not right here. Oh yeah, that's right. In other news, Alex has now assassinated me, and this is my ghost. So,
How many times have you died, Kaiju X?
a lot.
I mean,
I
we
think you...
got shot, and his ghost got shot, and then you, I think it was GVJ, took him out back with a shotgun one time.
Yeah.
And then we
And then-
trapped him inside of a... I don't know, and then I think we trapped him inside of a rice maker?
And then he ran in the morning to remember.
Yeah, and then after that, he went on for a bit, but then his older self came back from the future to warn him about 164.
Yeah. My goodness.
Kaiju X.
Yeah.
You want to see me get this video so many dislikes?
Wait, what?
The new Battlefront is really good.
Yeah. But my microtransactions.
And my loot boxes.
But my locked heroes.
Match 14 was amazing. There's another group of dislikes
It was
coming.
the greatest of everything.
Yeah.
164
I will-
is the
I will
best
make a
match, don't you
1,000.
know?
I will make 1,000 accounts just to dislike this.
164 is now the best match.
Yes.
No. Match 2 is the best match.
Match 0.
Yes.
Guys, I told Kaiju X this, but
Did it change my username? I'm not sure if it did or not.
I told Kaiju X this, but Ren is no longer on fanfiction.net.
Oh, it did. Wait, what?
Is it?
Yeah, Ren is no longer there. I think the whole
Oh.
account is deleted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what did we do?
Oh, I got the perfect meme for this.
Alright, what's the meme? You guys?
So, are we going to watch the world burn?
Yes.
I can't. Is Joe speaking? Because I can't hear him.
Hang
I
on.
think he
he's trying
left.
to.
Oh, he's
I think
still
trying
here.
to post it.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's
When
going
we
to post it.
read-
Okay.
When we when we realize that Ren is gone, is off of when we realize Ren is off of fanfiction.net.
I wonder if he saw the video.
He probably did. I think he did. I sent him a guest review.
Ha! Someone couldn't take it anymore. Oh well.
We need to have a KWC memorial wall. Put Ren right at the top.
Yeah, yeah. Ren will be right at the top of the KWC/committee page memorial wall. Those who have fallen and died for the sake of entertainment for others.
Ren.
Ren was my only friend.
Of course.
But hey,
Yes, he will always be with us right now.
Oh yeah, guys, I got a new Star Wars theory that works out really well.
Oh boy.
You guys want to hear it?
What? Yeah.
Okay, so Snoke is still a mysterious character. Everyone's guessing who he is, but what if he wasn't a past Star Wars character, but from something else? What if he's Ren? Because the Knights Snoke has the Knights of Ren. Get it?
Oh,
And
How did you know my secret?
And Snoke/Ren is pissed off at the Resistance for messing with his girl.
yeah, if you want more context.
Also, he has that sword tattoo. That could secretly be his lightsaber.
Yes. It's all adding up now. Yeah, if you.
Admittedly, it's way better than the majority of these other things.
Yep.
I mean, I still think like Ren's kind of atrocious in a certain sense, but I mean, there are probably worse things out there, to be frank. But
I know, huh?
No, Ren is fucking awesome.
Oh, great! There's another dislike to the dislike bar, and that one came from me.
It's a fact. Ren is better than the KWC.
Oh.
That's not an opinion. It's a fucking fact.
Yes.
What have I done? Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, yeah, Ren is love, Ren is life. That is not wrong. It's an unfortunate tragedy that we just lost a majestic character such as Ren, but sometimes in life, you just have to shut up and move on.
Kaiju X?
Yeah.
I never said this to you, but I'm now going to say this to you.
Okay.
Fuck you. You do not say that to a friend of ours.
We have to get Ren in the KWC. We have to interview him.
He must be interviewed. Yes. And who knows, the character might come back to life or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Freaking. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now let's move on to the general subject of KWCs.
No, wait, Red will bring me, Nagoda, and GBZ to the First Order. That's how we launch our attack on Kaiju X and Great.
Yeah!
Yes.
He's our Snoke.
Ren is y'all's Snoke. And I can't think of a good Star Wars analogy, so.
I can't change my picture again. I'm stuck like this.
So you're Ren the Kaiju Dragon hybrid with the name of Pagoda. Makes sense.
Yeah, I was trying to change my picture to a pagoda, but
Multiple
You should be honored, Nagoda.
Oh, that's funny. Whenever I type in Ren, the next word is the. When I touch the kaiju, and then dragon, and then hybrid.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny.
What is it, autocorrect?
Yeah, autocorrect is already fixing the name for me.
Nagoda, how many times have you typed in Ren the Kaiju Dragon Hybrid?
Every time I change it on Discord.
On Discord. I thought you were talking about on YouTube. I'm like, wow, really? But yeah, let's move on to the KWCs since last month's KWCC. We have had 2 extra matches to finish off Mutober, and a KWC animated with Godzilla Legendary versus Biollante. So, but first,
Nobody cares about the animated.
well, first let's.
Those are
But
in the
Kaiju,
legend continuity.
but Kaiju X, nobody cares about the animated stuff according to the whole forums
Not
or
yet.
to a couple posts.
Right. Yeah, by the whole forum's just a couple posts. Not
By a
yet.
whole 2
Oh, it is gone. That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
So
today, let's see. Right now we have match 210 and match 211. First, match 210,
yay!
written by both.
Wait, what's match 210?
Yeah, what is match 210? I'm curious about that myself.
What is 210?
Yeah, I think
Is that a number, or is it a food? Can we eat a 210?
I think so. You just have to order it from Mass Tank. Apparently, the authors read Joseph Steiner Jr. and Dao Zhang Moa.
Who the fuck are they?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, exactly.
Joe, Nagoda, who are they?
I mean, I'm just a dragon right now. A weird dragon kaiju anime loving hybrid thingy.
Yeah.
That's not Christian Salibert or Thomas Singleton or
MM.
Joshua Reynolds.
Right, or Tyler
Yeah.
Tyler Treeshock, or Andrew Sudomersky, whoever.
Or Harley Jameson.
Yeah, whoever. The
Or
fuck
Alex
they are.
Williams.
Or James Webster.
Yeah, whoever they
Does
are.
anybody remember James Webster?
Did we bring up Forrest Freund yet?
Whoever that is. Anthony Romero, whoever that is, wrote Match 0. I don't know.
Who are these people?
Good question, but
The
anyway, y'all went silent. Hang on. It's my
Is anyone going to talk?
okay. Here I
No.
am. Here I am. I just went silent there for a second because y'all went silent. But
Ah,
Oh,
you have to make the first move.
yes,
yeah.
I moved my pawn 1 space forward. Anyway, match 210, Muto versus Angiers versus C-Rex. I think this is actually a really good. This one was actually really good.
You know, this match technically had a third writer.
Really? Who was it?
Oh, basically, Grayshot wanted me to help do some edits because he was running behind. That's why this match was delayed. In case anyone was.
That and I think the banner
That's
banner was
one of
also-
the reasons.
were probably.
Grayshot needed my help to make some edits on the matches, so
Okay.
I may have put in a few, like added on to a sentence or removed it.
Yep.
Because I think it was like one sentence that dragged on, and then there's one that kind of cut off, like it. So I just added on to that sentence.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, my job then.
Yes, but I guess did Grayshot ask you to
No, he
help
never brought
edit
it
the
up.
match, or did he just
never-
go straight to me?
Right. He just. I guess he must have went straight to you. That's.
Yeah, I assumed I didn't ask about it. I just assumed you were busy or just couldn't answer.
Maybe that's what he assumed. I don't know. But
Grayshot betrayed Kaiju X confirmed.
but yeah,
I guess we'll have to get Grayshot's answer when he comes on.
If he comes on.
Yeah.
right, I know I shot him a message like 15 minutes before we started, but I think he's probably at work, so he probably won't be here for another hour.
Yeah, if he comes on, let's ask him about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, everyone knows how ugly the female Muto was actually, right? In the banner.
Yep.
Well, I think he made it work because of the tar.
Yeah.
that was the reason for the tar. I just asked, should I cover this up with tar? And then he just agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like the fact that she's covered up in tar. It gives it gives a little bit more sense of like activity going on in the image. Like, oh, C-Rex is using his tar on the female. That's cool. I actually like that effect.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I will say the match does a really good job, like, balancing the two fights. Like, none of them detracts from the other, and they both come into fight nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Nagoda, why are we laughing?
Well, we kind of
Boy.
wrote those two fights separately for a bit.
Oh, we did.
Oh, you did? Oh, who
Yeah.
wrote
Yeah,
what?
I wrote the Igara scenes.
Nagoda wrote the Angira scenes.
And
Oh.
Nagoda wrote the
Yeah.
Gears and the male Muto scenes, and I wrote the C-Rex and female Muto scenes. But
Oh.
You can probably tell by the difference between shorter paragraphs and really long paragraphs.
most of the final fight was, well, the latter half of the final fight was me.
And then I basically I wrote the part where the male Muto and Angeras came in.
Oh, so it's like the 8 Crazy Nights matches where no one has any idea what the hell they just wrote.
Yep.
Nagoda also wrote the beginning.
Also, I have to say, I want to know who wrote this genius part of the match, which is my favorite part, the 3 iguanodons. I just love how they're like strolling to the beach, like it's like they're walking in a gang.
I think that was GVZ.
That was me.
I just love how they basically got 2 paragraphs to themselves.
That was all me.
3
And one of them
iguanodons.
Yeah, it's like they walk. It's like they strolled up to the place like they own it.
I mean, sure, there's just that giant monster over there, but this is their watering hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their
I want those.
watering hole.
I want them in the KWC. I want them
Yeah, the 3 iguanodons.
The 3 iguanodons must work together with Billy the Triceratops.
Yeah.
And Owen the Ox.
Yeah, and Owen the Ox, who exists
Yes.
back in these days.
Yeah, they have to work with Tony the Triceratops and Billy the Triceratops.
There are 2 of them?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Tony,
I know how the iguanodons can pop up now.
How?
Owen the Ox has time traveling abilities. He just goes back in time and takes them with him.
Yeah, just magical power. Owen the Ox has time travel abilities.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I write that?
The 3 iguanodons, Owen the Ox, and Billy the Triceratops versus Bag. I can live with that. But yeah, this match was pretty fun. Fun fact, before we hop on the match 211, originally there were only 3 matches we got, or technically 2. Like match 208 and 209 were already received beforehand, were being posted, and then it was gonna Mutober was gonna end with match 211. But I think, to my understanding, Joe wanted to write a Muto match, teamed up with Nagoda, and made a new match, within the month, roughly.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, we got an extra match.
Yep. Oh, it was kind of Nagoda that came up with it.
Okay,
because
right.
It was like behind the scenes in one of the committee reads. And Nagoda said.
Oh yeah, I did.
Nagoda asked if someone could write a match before Mutober ends,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he said yeah or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was how it went, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
that was. I think I think I said it was like, just try and make it quick and we'll get it in there.
Yep.
The only thing I could think of right now is the iguanodons.
Yes.
Alex has his priorities straight. He's thinking of iguanodons.
Yep.
Actually, they're in the background of the banner.
Yeah, I think they're in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
they're
between the two mountains. And some stegosauruses, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3
And-
stegosauruses and 3 iguanodons in the back, and then there's that dead long neck right next to Anguirus.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh wow.
Yep, he just yeah.
And
Nobody gives a shit about the other dinosaurs. We only care about the iguanodons.
Now
Yes.
we do.
only the iguanodon.
Only the iguanodons.
Yep.
The whole image should be nothing but iguanodons. That's all it should have been.
Oh, Grandpa Birdzone's here.
Yes, and he forgot something.
Oh, the expendable member.
Alright, what'd you forget, Gramps? Or Birdzone, or whoever it is
medicine?
we're talking to? Is this
Speak to us, Grandpa.
endow us with your words of wisdom.
Gramps, did you forget your medicine again?
Okay, it's Grandpa Birdzone. Alright. Birdman's not here right now. Gotcha.
Hold on, I got something perfect.
The future is now old, man.
So great, it's killing Nagoda.
Yep.
That's great. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Well,
Oh, here's a fun fact about
210?
210. Nagoda's original idea, from what I can remember, was to have Baragon in there.
Oh.
So it would have been Beerus and Baragon versus Muto. But I wanted to write C-Rex in there. Because I thought
Oh
it would've
yeah,
been-
and then he kind of had to go watch the animated series to see how C-Rex fought.
I watched 2 scenes with C-Rex.
Yeah,
Because
nobody
that's all
cares
YouTube
about
had.
Fuck.
Someone is like 3 guesses as to who it is.
Oh, I don't know. GVZ, Kaiju X, Pagoder. No, wait, the 3 iguanodons.
Yes!
Yeah, the 3 iguanodons. Yeah, the 3 iguanodons of match 210. Just strolled right up on that beach like it was
So is
their
that
own.
So is that the new team name for me, GVZ and GVJ, the 3 iguan?
It
The
could
3
be.
iguanodons.
The 3
I have a feeling when GVZ wrote those, I wrote the 3 iguanodons, I think he was thinking about the 3 of us.
Deep down. Yeah, and I'm the dead brontosaurus.
Yes.
Also, if you look
No.
closely enough at the male Moodle, you'll notice that I kind of ruined his leg.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow, I actually didn't notice that until now. I can kind of see what you mean, though.
Little.
Yeah, I like adding small details.
No, wait, here's the perfect
Oh, that
metaphor for this
leg.
match.
Oh.
the three iguanodons represent the three of us taking over the KWC once Kaiju X and Greyshot have perished from an attack.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Wait.
strolling in like we are.
But which one of us dies?
Oh, they don't die.
Yeah, one of them dies.
Wait, do they
Oh.
die? Oh. Well, it's probably me
DVD.
because I can't swim.
That's the power of headcanon. They don't die.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Great. More KWC memes. 3 iguanodons.
Yes. I didn't expect the 3 iguanodons to be a meme.
I
Well,
love it.
you certainly made them because they were awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 iguanodons start to walk on the beach, cautious of the sea monsters feasting on the feasting on the volcanic tar. I just want to read that sentence. If you want to know the fate of the 3 iguanodons, read match 210. But anyway, let's move on to the next match and the conclusion to Muto.
Wait, there was a next match?
Yeah, match 211.
Oh, fuck, goddamn typo.
Infinity Blade.
The 3 iguanodons will turn in KWC Infinity War.
So is it better than the Belial versus Zerub Civil War?
I have no idea.
Yes.
That's a
Well,
hard
it's
one.
it's still part of the cinematic universe.
Yeah, the KWC Cinematic Universe, the new text channel in the KWC Discord. Anyway.
Yes.
Would it be the KWCCU or the KWCCCU?
Good question. Too many C's. Too many seas, too many oceans. Anyway.
I mean, I want to know.
All right. Anyway, let's hop on over to that match 211. It's
The only thing I can remember about 211 is that Mechanicong is in there.
yes. Mechanicong's in there.
I'm for one glad that this match gave us 2 new monsters.
Mhm.
Yes, the match that gave 2 new monsters. That's right, 2. One's Skullcrawler and the other's Mechanicong. Well, what about match 133? Shh.
That was called Prometheus.
Yes, that was Prometheus. This is
130.
Mechanicong.
133
Exactly.
is not canon.
Yeah, it's not KWC canon at all. Oh my goodness.
That noise.
I don't know.
It's the none of your damn business noise.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, that's a spiffy looking zebra. Maybe that's what the 3 iguanodons versus Billy the Triceratops versus Owen the Ox versus the zebra army will build up to.
Yes.
A giant mecha zebra. There we go.
Yes.
The picture finally showed up for me.
Yeah.
It's a McKinney zebra.
Yeah, I think Legioid? Am I reading that right? Legioid. That's the name of our zebra, folks.
That was how I lost my legs and arms and why I have stubs.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the zebras.
Ouijaoid! that works too.
Ouijaoid.
Oh my goodness.
This is how they beat the Gauss.
Yes. This is exactly what happens. The secret story nobody knew.
This is how Zebra Nom ended.
Yes. Zebra now. Oh my goodness. Before you know, who here? Raise your hand if you read match 211.
I could
Bro,
raise
you
something
can't
on
see
my
our
hand
hands.
with just a middle finger.
Well, Kaiju X,
I mean,
I'm
But
gonna
yeah, I
have
read
to.
it.
I'm gonna have to confess to you. I haven't read it.
Okay.
Kaiju X, I can raise a
Sorry,
stub,
Kaiju X.
but I don't have any hands.
Can raise a stub, but no hands. Darn it.
I tried reading it one Saturday evening, but I just gave up.
Aw. Darn.
I'm sorry.
How could you?
Too long, or you didn't like it, or
I don't know. I just
I was bored in class, so I finished it.
I just stopped reading it for. I just stopped. I got to a few paragraphs in, and I just stopped reading it for whatever reason.
I just gave up. GVZ 2017. Darn.
I just gave up.
Darn, that actually feels a little disappointing to hear.
I'm sorry.
Darn you, Gray Shot. I knew I shouldn't have let
Now
you
someone-
written those first few paragraphs.
Now someone needs to sing Hamilton to GVZ about giving up and how he can't win.
yeah, GVZ probably would have read it all if it weren't for those first few paragraphs.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Alright, cool.
And this had a way better Shin Godzilla than Shin Godzilla did.
Oh no, he's starting up the apocalypse again.
Yes.
We're canceling the apocalypse.
Well, that's fine. I still can't hear the voice because I'm on my phone again.
Oh no, Skynet's being booted up. Oh no. Skynet with
But yeah, I do like the idea that you, where you and Gracia were taking this world in for this match.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yes, do you guys care if I spoil who won?
I don't think it'll be
I
too.
already know.
Yeah, as long as just general consensus of okay, it's a liked match is out of the way, then all right, yeah, go ahead and spoil it.
Joe, did you say you were fine with it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I like that Godzilla and the Muto won, but they still, in a sense, lost the war because the world's a shit show now.
Mm-hmm.
You just reminded me of how they won.
Oh,
Should I spoil that too or no?
well, we're going to spoiler territory anyway, so why not?
Well, I like how the Melmuto drank Shin Orga to death.
Yeah, I think the idea we had there, since this is ultimately, in a sense, although like Godzilla is a major player in the story we were trying to tell was one of the male Muto and the Millennians trying to adapt to this world and being constantly screwed over. So it's like, in a way, by having the males, in a way, sort of finish off Shin Org, I just feel like would be kind of fitting. In a sense, at the very least, it wouldn't just be, oh, Godzilla won. It's like, no, the Muto technically was the one that did him in.
Yep, by drinking him.
Mm-hmm, by drinking him.
Oh,
He drinks
Gracia.
people.
Yeah.
Is he?
I knew it. I knew
Oh.
he would come in when we were talking about 211.
No,
Exactly.
listen. I'm gonna be quite honest. I got a message. You gotta let me know in regards to when this KWCC is. I literally just checked my phone. I'm like, oh wait, what? I literally just checked my phone. I'm like, message. Like, seriously? Like, give me an update on Discord or something, man.
Oh.
But yes. So I guess we're talking about 211.
Yeah, we kind of went
Oh,
over 210,
Gracia.
so.
Great shot. Joe said that
GVZ, our backup is finally here.
Great shot. Joe said 211 sucked and he wants you to die.
I mean, Andrew technically wrote a lot of it. So what does that say about him?
Right, but,
Double
hey,
standards.
Yeah.
But whose universe is it in?
Yeah.
Okay. technically it's in my universe, but in another universe, so another dimension. So technically,
So you crossed over into Kaiju X's universe?
Not
Yeah,
quite.
Crossover
well, let
episode?
me. I guess I'll explain. So originally, when Kaiju X sent this over to me, I was like, "This is an awesome story." And I was like, "Oh, we got to do something with it because this is so cool." And my idea was like, "Oh, I could easily throw this into like my kind of universe thing, and it would kind of work out for the most part." And so I ran it by Andrew, and he was like, "Oh man, that's so awesome! I'm totally honored you to have it thrown in there." I was like, "Well, yeah,
Darn it, I had my own ideas.
well, no, because I wanted, because the world that Nick Totopoulos goes into is a world overrun and apocalyptic. And I was like, this is the perfect entry point or like the perfect way to set up the apocalypse."
Not only that, additionally, you are also trying to develop or come up with I think, what was it, like a legendary Godzilla male Muto team or something like that?
Yeah, that's the other thing I was setting up. And primarily that one was in regards to the fact that I wanted something distinct. I still am going to be writing a match in regards to the two continuing to team up, but I didn't kind of know how I would set it up. And this gave me the perfect opportunity to set everything up.
Yeah, totally. And I'm really glad I was able to help contribute to your universe by just pretty much saying, hey, here's a story. Literally, Nick's parts, like, there's not too much going forward Nick's parts besides, him having to encounter skull crawlers. But, I mean, the ending, once again, promises us that Nick will be eaten by a skull crawler, the big one. That's a promise.
Nick must die.
Well, in a way...
Yes.
Okay. My biggest note is I think I think the main note in regards to Nick is people want him dead because, oh my god, he is always, the main lead and he does all these things. But my biggest thing is Nick, I don't think deserves all the hate because people just like using the character in the team. Like, I've technically only used Nick 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
The first match, 146, 164, he's made a few mentions in regards to the build-up with Winter, but Winter was the main storyline. And then it was Nick comes back for 200.
Wait, you wrote a Godzilla Ruby crossover?
No.
What?
Well, you mentioned Winter, so...
Okay, so basically I have it broke up every, 5 matches, or at least there's an arc. So the first 5 matches is the Invasion storyline. The second is Winter's Wrath. And the next one is actually Rise of the Titan.
Oh, well, why is Winter still pissed off? What pissed her off so much?
Did someone take Weiss away from her?
Listen, Winter. He's just kind of being. He's just not looking forward to a lot of things. Let's be honest.
Cameron.
The Shinny Dust Company is going down too much.
Well, I will make a note. It has
Time
been
for a hostile takeover.
Oh God.
With friends' guidance,
I can't
the
laugh.
First Order shall prevail.
This is the perfect way to set
In
up the
any-
apocalypse.
In any case, for this one, it's Rise of the next arc is Rise of the Titans, and this kind of ties in to that arc. And yeah, I really like how it was executed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, there were definitely a lot of changes that were. There were definitely a lot of changes that I feel like ultimately kind of worked for the better. Now looking at it, I
would agree as well. For instance, the original setup was just, I believe, the Muto, Mechanic Kong, and Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, or Shin.
And my biggest note was you need more power because the Shin Orga hybrid would decimate the Muto by itself. But that's why the first interaction you have with the final form Shin Orga and the Muto, it's just no contest.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like one hit and the Muto just gets flown around. He's just getting pummeled because he doesn't really stand a chance.
Oh, right.
I have to ask, how come ranch dressing wasn't in the match?
Because he died.
Oh, well, now I'm sad.
Who's
Actually,
the best
Wait,
character?
wait,
Oh,
who's-
Rando Yaguchi. That's Alex's nickname for him.
Rondo or
Who?
who?
The main character is Shin Godzilla.
Rancho Yuguchi.
There's a main character in Shin
There's a
Godzilla?
yeah.
Wait,
Oh, you mean the
he's
dead
a main.
guy?
That's a main character.
No, not the guy. Not the guy
Who's
who
the main character in
dies.
Shin
No,
Godzilla?
no, not the prime minister, but the.
Is it the guy that just keeps interrupting everything
Ladies and
and trying to order
gentlemen,
people
your
around?
quote-unquote perfect Godzilla where no one can know who the hell the main character was or is
Yeah.
having trouble.
Was there a main character?
Is the girl who speaks
I don't really
English
remember a
sometimes
main
the main
character.
character?
Main
She's
main
the only
character
one with an
used
arc.
loosely.
Kind of.
Yeah. That's the good
He's a
term.
side character.
Loosely.
Yeah, that's a very loose
Oh,
terminology.
I forgot. The main character of Shin Godzilla is Japan.
Yeah, that's technically the more.
I thought it was a zebra.
Well, a zebra would be more interesting.
Yes.
Yes. PBS.
I can't say anything.
Uh,
Yeah, he was the one-
okay, my biggest note for my big note for the characters, I tried to also make sure for this match specifically, the main characters were minimal.
Mhm.
Because
or human characters at least.
yeah, the human characters were minimal because it doesn't really make a whole bunch of sense in this context because the Muto and the Millennium are supposed to really be the main characters.
Mhm.
So having throwing like the only other main lead is Dr. No and
Doctor Who.
really he is just like
Isn't it Doctor Who?
Doctor Who, sorry. Doctor Who.
I
Doctor
think you got the
No?
wrong
Isn't-
thing.
Yes, you know.
Isn't he from James Bond?
I think so.
Is this a James Bond crossover?
Secretly.
Don't worry about it. The TARDIS is hidden somewhere in the banner. You just never see
James
it.
Bond. I only know that porno series called James Bondage.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, no. I threw him in there, made notes of the Russians because the other idea was we wanted a unique location.
Mhm.
We were thinking of so we were originally St. Petersburg in Russia. So we were
Yeah.
thinking about there, but then we realized, well, it'd be kind of hard for Godzilla to get there just
Yeah.
because of how it's located. He'd have to go all the way around Sweden because he doesn't have the ability. Yeah, it'd be very hard to get the character there. So without anyone noticing. So then we thought, what if we did the opposite side of Russia, and that was Vladivostok, which is the biggest like port city on the Russian side.
Mhm.
Was this also to please those Russian people who read the KWC?
yes, it is. It's also to please everyone. It actually also kind of is a slight undercurrent for the. I made notes to the Russians. Yes,
All
yes.
right.
This is also a slight undercurrent in regards to Doctor Who being subservient to the Russians. Because it also has noted the Japanese always wanting that port, like during World War II, and kind of having tensions. So having Shin Orga approach there, I thought was also a nice little notes, like little
Oh.
yeah. I also tied to like Doctor Who was also subservient to the Russians all this time, so very much ties to the Japanese people that in current day live under Russian rule because after World War II, the Russians did take a few islands and a bit of territory on the eastern coastline that Japanese, or at least those that were under Japanese rule, used to be there. So that also kind of tied in. So little historical context, if you will. Again, you're not going to really get that without a history background, but
Right. Oh, okay, that's actually interesting. I didn't even know that.
yeah.
So, I guess, so, sorry to get off topic here for a minute, so I guess match 211 could belong in the list that is called Top 10 Sequels that are way better than the original, in terms of it following Shin Godzilla.
I would agree with that, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased.
There's honestly, yeah, there's honestly a way better story, and like Rayshot said, there's actually a character you follow, even though it's a kaiju.
Right.
Yeah, and that was, I would say, again, my main focus was to really get, because the other note is, and this was something we Kaiju X and I kind of differed in a bit, was the role of the female Muto. And for the female, in my eyes, this was, if we had the female fight go all the way to the end, it kind of broke the theme of both creatures, the Millennium and the Muto, kind of trying to find their goals throughout the film or throughout the story, because the Mutos are trying to find something other of its kind. Like, that is the goal that I have that I had placed for it. And then for the Millennium, it's trying to basically be it's trying to be reborn, essentially. It's trying to, get the DNA that it so desperately desires. And both get that goal at relatively the same time, and it backfires. The Millennium mutates, the Muto sees its other die. And then the ending is kind of like, what happens after? What are the results? What are the consequences? And for Shin Orga, he does get this new species for the Millennium, but it's in a way it didn't suspect. And for the Muto, he actually also gets a companion, but not the one that he thought of. It says these two are not. Again, he finds someone. He finds an ally, essentially, and that is kind of like how I wanted these two creatures to tie in. Throwing the female in there and having a sacrifice kind of would have thrown that like story arc a little bit out the window, and it also would have given, I kind of thought, a kind of an unnecessary role for the female to have a heroic death. And my note was, what if we killed her off early and kind of shook everyone's expectations? Because most people are going to expect the female to be at the end. No one's really going to suspect her to die halfway through, just after she's revealed.
Right, yeah. Once he detailed all that to me, I was like, oh, I was very much down for the change. And honestly, when we actually got to writing the climax, it honestly felt a lot more natural just to have Godzilla and the male Muto fighting Shin Orga.
Hey, Kaiju X, he's not listening to you. Great shot. Definitely.
All right. Well, I'm talking to the rest of you guys here, because he knows this. But for you to, yeah, it was just, it just felt very natural just going off of, like, the two of them fighting Shin Orga. So it's like, at the very least, it didn't feel like I had to hammer in, oh, there's the female. It's like, yeah, it worked out very naturally. Plus, Legendary Godzilla's a strong dude, so.
Yeah, and I hope that, like, conveyed, because even Legendary, it's like, yeah, he's the guy, he's the muscle, but against Shin Orga, I also want to stress that he can't, Godzilla's almost kind of like supposed to out-endure his opponent. Like, he's supposed to, and that's kind of like the role I wanted to give him. But in this, he kind of gets outplayed with the regeneration factor, because he never really fights an opponent that can, like, basically pull a Majin Buu and fully repair his arm or something. Like,
yeah.
So how do you beat someone like that? And I think the ending was kind of a, how do you kill something this powerful? And I hope it came off as a nice twist in giving the Muto at the end there on how to kill shit. But here, Kaiju X and I will be quiet. So what are your guys' thoughts on it? What did you hate? What did you guys like? Or, we can be silent, see how that works.
I like how the Muto drink someone
to death.
Yes.
The drink kill.
So now we have two monsters that drink people.
Nagoda, you inspired a new ship. Male Muto / Shin Orga.
What about Iris? Iris also drinks people.
Yeah, I drink your milkshake.
So is Kamunga, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it's the poison, then, yeah. Okay, so you had
said, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we got three monsters that basically make monster milkshakes. So, huzzah.
Well, now they have to fight.
That was also kind of a
they need
design.
to work together to drink all the monsters.
Well, that was also a design choice, because at one point I was like, how the hell do you fucking kill Shin Orga? Like, it would be, his skin's too tough. I kind of also got rid of the ability for him to get hardened by absorbing Godzilla's DNA so he doesn't overheat. So it's just like,
right.
how do you kill this guy? Oh wait, drink all of his blood, and the Muto does that, and like in the movie, the Muto basically eats so much radioactive shit, and he doesn't seem to like it slow down. So it's like, holy crap, that guy has a really quick metabolism. This will work perfectly.
So why does the Muto eat?
I mean, he does eat. I mean, I don't know. He ate Russian nuclear reactors instead of the higher quality American one. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to point out that I liked was how
trademark said, "Why don't you eat radioactive shit?"
Legendary was basically giving up the Melmuto, grabbed them by the back, and then lifted them up like the Garuda to Super Mechagodzilla, and then they combined into one giant monster.
Yeah, Mutozilla.
I actually tried to base that off more of the Invasion of the Astro Monster scene where Rodan picks up Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's actually where I drew the comparison. Was Rodan basically flinging Godzilla at the other one? I was just like, yeah, because I try to do like the simple nods. I was like, oh yeah, this will be just like him grabs him, basically pulls him up, and basically throws him at. And he's like, okay, you distract him. I'm gonna see what I can do. Good luck.
Yeah, pretty
Plus,
much.
Plus, Nagoda, didn't you write that for 210 with the
Did I?
Anguirus? And
Oh yeah, threw Anguirus at the C-Rex.
Yep.
And plus, if you're looking for a
I mean, what would you do if you're flying and you're carrying something and you see someone attacking your friend?
Oh yeah, just throw him.
Into the ocean.
Plus, if you're
and that's the other thing I want to stress, because the ending was also something a little bit wonky, just because we wanted to. We originally had a much closer ending where the two became friends, and I also pulled back on that a little because I didn't want it to seem like overly happy, because these are two monsters that have never they've never had allies.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense for them to jump full hog into like accepting each other.
Oh right. I definitely like, I saw that you changed that. I was like, yeah, I could dig that, because that sounds more in character given their history. It's like.
Motocross Soccer trademark said this joke isn't funny if no one can hear it.
That was the other note I had, which was I love the ending idea in regards to them basically going out and Godzilla being carrying the Muto someplace else. I thought that was a very nice symbolic gesture. But yeah, I like how this match turned out, and I hope everyone else did as well. By the fact that GVJ has been silent, though, tells me that he absolutely hated it. He thinks it's worse than 64.
Actually, I said before he came on that I actually liked it.
Yep.
He's lying, guys. I can sense when he's lying.
I'm a witness. Don't worry, I'm a witness. He actually really liked it. So.
Yep.
I actually thought it had a good story. I actually liked the world to be built in. The whole idea behind Shinwork, and obviously the Muto's role in the match, which was really good.
And bring in a new monster.
And it was nice of you to bring in
two new monsters.
Bring in two kaiju.
Yeah, we also tried to throw a bone to like Mechanic Kong, because he hasn't been in a match in a while. Not to mention the fact that everyone, I saw a few notes in regards to why is Shin Godzilla not a combatant. This is because he doesn't fight, and this is also why in the middle of the match you don't see the female fighting Shin. It's all left to the user to interpret. Yeah. Because by having Shin fight, that would have given him a combat status, which I kind of did not want to do.
Yep.
So I essentially cut it off and let it up to the user's interpretation of what the battle actually
buried him under a wall.
Yeah, I think we did that twice, actually.
Yeah, he gets buried under a wall twice.
Yep. Because we had there was a moment where in another match where Goliath messed with Minion a little bit, and I allowed like a little bit of interaction, because I think that's fine with the characters to actually fight, or to like to have a little bit of interaction with, and the female throwing Shin like away and like into a wall, and or the male basically killing it very quickly in silence, I thought were fine. It's just whenever there was an overly gruesome death of the female to the Shin, I was just like, oh, this is not going, even though the female dies later, it's like, technically Shin would get the kill.
Right.
And then my message box would be filled with, why isn't Shin in the KWC? And in which case I wouldn't have had an argument because, yeah, he technically killed the monster.
Mm-hmm. Right. Even though the match still makes an inference that Shin killed the female anyway, the method of her death could have been, like, the way she dies could be left up to the imaginations. Like, maybe it was something involving Skullcrawler, Mechanic Kong, or something of that nature.
Exactly.
So yeah, and plus it was also helped for pacing purposes, because to my understanding, you sent this to another editor, and they said that, it was like, the extra scenes added with the female fighting Skullcrawler and Mechanic Kong just kind of went on for too long.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. She's a research grad, and I usually send for feedback. And yeah, she helps me in regards to a lot of feedback and certain, like, for my matches, especially with like 211 and such, or 200, I should say. And yeah, that was one of her notes. And she loves Godzilla, but certain areas she's not the biggest into like all the details and such. So I usually get for like just story and like if areas were going too long, I usually ask for her feedback in those areas specifically.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's cool to have all these references and all these things, but...
I clapped!
Yeah, pretty much.
I also try to make sure, like, if there's someone that's reading this, that way they're not at a detriment as well. If they're not the biggest person in the fandom and know every single feedback or know every little item. But I will say there were plenty of nice little tidbits, like Kaiju actually threw in the note of, just like in, I think it was the manga, the Millennium being made of, like...
Yeah, the Godzilla 2000 manga. Anyone catch that reference?
Yep.
No.
I wasn't a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the anime because I didn't.
Not a fan of the anime.
Speaking of anime.
Oh, hey, welcome. Yeah, I like if you're gonna look for the reference, you could just go to the KWC thread, the match trivia thread. Just go there and you'll find it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there was plenty thrown in there, and I think this match worked out. I think it worked out great because of it. I'm also surprised. I will also say that there is a match that should be coming out in the next few. What the hell?
What?
I think Great Shot.
I know. I thought. No. I just did a refresh of the Toho Kingdom main site, and apparently Anthony just switched everything over to HTTPS. So.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. Okay. So in any case, yeah, there should be actually a KWC 212 should be coming out. I think tomorrow, actually.
Oh, great! I knew I should have waited till tomorrow. Dang it! Oh,
You post it now. We're impatient. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be one that Andrew made the banner for. So.
Hooray!
You'll have to wait.
Wait, what?
That's not good enough.
Okay, let's give us a teaser.
Nope.
What are we talking about?
Can't. It's you could wait 24 hours, I think.
No.
Listen, as the KWC ruler, I command it, so it shall be.
As a KWC editor, I can ruin all your matches.
That is true. You make an excellent counterpoint. You know what? Fine. Here's a teaser. Because technically this should be up by the time the match is up.
Oh, right, yeah. This KWCC is probably going to be up by the time the match is up. So while we're not going to be able to look it over until next KWCC, well, at the very least, people shouldn't have to worry too much. So.
Yep. There you
go. You posted in the KWC Cinematic Universe Gray Shot, not in the KWC General thread.
Okay, that works.
What the hell did you finally get at it?
What's going on in
That one.
This looks like bullying. Bullying of epic proportions.
What's wrong with
I think he has diarrhea. Like really bad diarrhea.
That's another way to look at it.
Why is King Kong flying? He's running really fast, guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Justice League movie? That's how it looks.
Gotta go fast.
No, that movie was fucking shit.
Justice League?
It was fucking terrible.
No! No, it was okay. It was good.
No, it was cancer. It was terrible.
Okay, look. Listen, I got a bigger laugh out of that than Door. I will say this, hands down.
Why am I not surprised?
The eye scene in particular, where someone's running and someone looks at them. Oh my god, I nearly died.
Yeah, that's actually just it's supposed. It's supposed.
I
to
cringed.
Right. It's supposed to be Dawn climbing up a building. All right.
What, using his penis?
I'm glad everyone got a kick.
That's why Die Girl's looking away. That's why he's looking away.
It's not for his virgin eyes.
Oh wait, here's the headcanon. Owen the Ox. While he was bringing the 3 iguanodons back to the present, his ship accidentally rammed through King Kong and half his body disintegrated or turned into that liquid mess.
Oh my god, actually, if you guys want to know, okay, so look, these will not be going to the public, and I should note, I have, like, if you guys, like, I give, like, that's a cool effect in regards, but there are some banners. Oh my god. Like, I give people credit for trying, and I like the enthusiasm, but there are some that I get that I'm just like, this isn't going to work for KWC. I assure you. Like, I think this one was sent by MM, which again would not be going on the main site.
Wait, why'd you let some of his banners go into the site? Those
What
weren't even
the
that good.
fuck?
Okay, yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
I mean, the beam effects are okay. I mean, that is kind of how his beam
One
looks.
beam effect is okay.
This is a match that is going to be coming up relatively soon, but I can assure you,
remember getting that match like in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
it would not
Soul
be getting this
Godzilla's
banner.
was much better.
Yeah, this is just terrible.
Oh, those Showa beam effects look
Reem,
awful.
sure.
But like
The Heisei one looks.
The Heisei
good.
one looks good. The Heisei one looks good, and the
It
fire and
looks-
explosion in the background looks great. My biggest note is regards to the eye lasers. Kind of look like it looks like it was taken from the movie, but then like it almost
Stretched.
recreated.
Oh, right, like super stretched.
it looks-
Hold
It
up.
looks like
Yeah,
it looks like
Does
it looks like some of
Heisei
it
kind of
is
look
going-
fat?
Yeah.
Oh.
So again, I make note of there. Are
Bulky,
some,
not fat.
oh my god! But there are some banners.
It gave me brain damage. It gave me eye damage.
It gave me all the damage, guys.
All
I
of it.
can't see, I'm blind. Where are you?
But there's also some banners that I've made that I'm still like in the process of like finishing. I think this one I've shown you guys in regards to banners. It still needs a little bit of work.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey, at least
Oh,
there's
yeah.
effort thrown into it.
That
It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks like legit.
Yeah, there's
good.
somewhat like
I
but there's
still
still
like
like
that banner.
issues I need to make. Like Godzilla looks like he's like floating a little bit, so there's like a few edits I still need to make in regards to that.
Yeah.
KWC
Or-
188.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah, that's
this
right.
Bird Zone, I'm probably gonna need to send this to you for edit. But
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
holy shit, this is an old match, but it's a good match, and it needs work. It's just on my infinite to-do list, and as I keep doing more and more projects, I'm like, god damn it, keeps falling by the wayside.
Oh yeah,
I legitimately can't wait for that match.
yeah.
I still love the way this banner looks, though. You'll just.
Why shouldn't he be flying?
So
Oh,
are we in the random talk section yet?
Oh, actually, before we go there, I did want to bring up a question for Grey Shot.
Oh yes.
For 210, you wanted. I remember you coming up to me and saying you need my help editing. I asked Kaiju X about it. Apparently, you didn't ask him. Like, was I just your first choice on
I can't.
editing, or?
You were my first choice because Kaiju X was currently working on something at that moment.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That's why I didn't send it to him,
Okay.
because he was working on 211.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was working on two. Oh, I'm a dunce. I was like,
Yeah. That's why you were working on that for like I think a week, and I was still like, and I knew you were like, you'd said like, oh yeah, I got all this work done, and immediately I was like, I was rushing like to get this thing done, and then I was getting the match. Like I knew the next day I was like, I don't have time.
Yep.
So I asked GVJ because I knew he wasn't doing anything important with that match. So it was like, he has no life. I'll send it to him.
Takes one to know one.
This is true. This is true. But no, yeah, that's why I sent that over to you. That's why I sent it over to him. Also, I couldn't reach Bird Zone, so.
Oh yeah, and then there was also the.
Yes, hello.
There was also the banner trouble too.
Yeah, whatever. The first time I got your match, it came out all pixely, so I was trying to fix it in like the tools I had, like PowerPoints, but I couldn't get it. So I was like, and it was like I think like 2 or 3 days right before the match was coming up. So I redid it, but then I was like, oh crap, is there any way I can have one without the text? Because the text. Also, I without even thinking, I was like, yeah, it's kind of small. Let me fix that.
But yeah.
So again, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in regards to the KWC, and I assure you, we do it. If your matches could come out a lot faster, but there is a reason why there is a time in the a slowdown in some regards.
Oh yeah, Kaiju X has seen this already, but I finished the banner for my Skullcrawler match.
Yeah. Also, the banner issue is entirely my fault, and I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, that's why we are no longer accepting any matches or banners from him. For at least the next week. I'm thinking about stopping the ban, you know. It's possible. But actually, we are gonna does anyone have any final topics in regards to 211 then? Before we change things completely?
Other than drinking people, no.
Okay then.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing.
Well,
nothing's coming to mind for me that I haven't already gone over. Or if in case I missed anything, just check the KWC threads. I'm sure they're somewhere in there. So.
Yep.
But now on to the weird general.
In that case, then there is one thing I'd like to discuss, which is the survey.
Oh,
we gotta talk about the animated match.
Oh yeah, that was a fun survey.
Oh yeah, the animated match that came out, Godzilla versus Biollante.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll discuss that. Then we'll go to the survey.
Yeah.
See, kids,
I don't think I watched
about the animated matches.
Well, no, we got a quick match. This was actually sponsored by myself, and hopefully we can do more. So it was just a relatively quick match that I requested from Salsa Productions. He's currently busy on a few things, and he was like, "Yeah, I got the time," and he was like, "It's not." So for what we got, I would say a pretty cool match. It was short, sweet, to the point, and honestly, my favorite part had to be when Biollante charged and Godzilla grabbed, and he was sliding backwards, the immense strength of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only good thing about that match besides the animation.
Right, animation from Ace House was always going to be top notch, so that's really nice. But, yeah.
I also say the sound effects also worked out very well.
Mm-hmm.
Every effect, the little sounds that from the footsteps. That's the one thing I hate when it comes to anime videos. It's when they have these fast-paced action or fast-paced action, or or in this case, a giant monster. It doesn't sound like a giant monster is actually walking. It just sounds like a little footstep. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ace also did a good job in that regard.
And while it may not go on her record, hey, Biolante's technically appeared in something. It might not be a KWC Pros, but it's still something.
Yeah.
Legend. Not canon.
Yeah, it's in the Legend continuity.
Yeah. But strangely enough, Anthony has not gotten around to updating the fact that she's in there. The animated bit is still blank.
Oh, I'll have to make note of that then.
And Legendary Godzilla too. Legendary Godzilla as well is also blank.
I'll make note of that too. There's a few things I need to update, like the continuity thread as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, overall though, I do. He came to me back with a very cool idea, and one that I honestly definitely going to approve of. So expect more of
very cool.
Expect more Ace Salsa stuff in the future, and one with a common theme.
Oh, all right.
if it's gonna be a common theme with if it's gonna be common with this animated match, then I am not interested. Because this anime match, and I'm sorry for a salsa, but I thought it was bad. It was just too quick. Nothing significant happened, and it was just kind of boring.
Okay.
It's okay. He probably won't hear you because nobody listens to this.
Except for the 8.
Kaiju, you disgusting.
Hey, we have 8.5 fans, thank you. What in God's
You guys
name?
finally remembered the
Why
half
was this in
fan.
your favourites, Kaiju? Why was this in your favourites?
I liked it. Why not?
Ew. What the
No.
fuck am I looking at?
So, are we gonna have to have another intervention for your love of kaiju girls, Kaiju X?
Yes.
Kaiju
And
X, we're
flapping
having this
and
intervention
erotically
now.
flapping your wings.
Yes.
Wait, Kaiju X is Kaiju Girl? How about Birdman?
Yeah, Birdman. It's,
Yeah,
I mean,
posted
Birdman
it, but
spread his love for that to Kaiju X.
It's infectious, mate.
Kaiju
What?
X, we're having this intervention right now.
I don't want to.
We're
Take-
here
take-
to talk about your problems.
Guys, I'm just gonna be really bored, zoned out, and uninteresting for this intervention, just like the villain in Justice League.
Yes.
perfect. Then we'll move on. Yeah, okay. I will completely agree with that. Steppenwolf was horrible. I mean, he was basically just a CGI bad guy that by the end, when someone shows up, he basically gets turned into the Boros compared to One Punch Man. As in, he can't throw a single punch against the other person, and he can't do a single damn thing to actually hope to win after a certain point. So yes, I would completely agree. Any case, let's head over to the survey.
Grayshot's just salty
something
because I
more
did like his terrible movie.
Listen, we gave it. Nagoda does a review, and we gave it a 6 out of 10, which is like barely above average. So, I'm not saying it's like
what,
the
a 6 out of 10?
Justice League.
Oh.
Justice League?
Yes, Justice League. Now let's go over to the review. The Survey, Raggy.
Yeah.
Like Zoink Scoob.
So yeah, any case, so for those that don't know, we conducted a KWC survey, which will actually be going one last time with the match 212 before it basically ends, probably at the end of November. But I want to say a major thanks to all those that contributed. We had an astounding turnout. In fact, I guarantee the KWC Awards will now be featured in this same way. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot simpler. It's going to be a lot easier for me to compile the data. And it's going to be, I think, going to hit a far greater audience than in the past.
All right, that's great.
I mean, people
Holy
love
shit.
surveys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me,
8.5 fans will be pleased.
Yes.
let me put it like this. I got more people to turn out from, I got basically like as many people from, like on a first day of a KWC to answer the survey as like some of like our KWCs. So I was kind of happy in that regard. So thank you all for doing this.
Grayshaw,
Yes.
are you gonna fix that? Does the survey have like a limit to how much how much options you can have? Because I
Oh no,
remember
you have to go the whole, I think, 10 kaiju, don't you?
Yes, I did that purposefully because Kaiju X actually asked me. So I'll get to that when we get to the question. But yes, there were limits I imposed purposefully to actually get people to select. Because if I just said, pick the monsters you don't like, then let's say one person picks 5, one person picks 15, one person picks 1. I needed a base standard to understand what people were choosing. So if people could pick whatever they want, then the results could be skewed. Therefore, by everyone having a baseline, it then also gives me an estimate of what people like and don't like, and it also gives me a baseline of past the, the obligatory, what are your favorite monsters? Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, Mechagodzilla. Like, it gets me past the 5 and to the others.
Yeah,
I don't think I put Godzilla in my survey. for any of those.
Definitely get rid of those Ultraman and Zilla kaiju.
Oh, actually, you're going to be surprised with some of the results. But I'll start out with the first one, which is it was in regards to on the. By the way, these are going to be in pie charts just to make it easier. So,
Gotcha.
in regards to our results, about 52% look at every single match that we have posted to the site in regards to those that took this survey. And then, so just to demonstrate, most of the people that took the survey look at KWCs, which I was happy about, because I didn't want like a false positive or like people just coming in and taking the survey. We had a very minor percentage. Like,
a surprise, to be sure.
Uh-huh.
But a welcome one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which I will say is also a good thing that if you think about it, this has been on the main site for some time. So the fact that people completed the survey, that most of them read a KWC, and most of them that the people that go to the TK site did this, I am super stoked for. That means a lot of people that read all the updates also read KWCs, which is a good crossover, I would say. Mm-hmm. That this content is reaching them. But actually, the next one is kind of interesting as well in regards to, so how often do you skip the match and just look at the winner's outcome? And this actually originated from my brother, who kind of, he likes Godzilla, but he doesn't really look at the matches unless, he never reads a match. He only looks at the answer just because it's not his thing to read, like these types of matches. And this is where I kind of got some interesting feedback. So
So, are you gonna force him to read 164 with us?
I actually might. That actually sounds like a great idea. I might actually make him read 146 with us, to be honest. But in any case, so the results. So yes, every time actually came out almost as par with Never, which I was kind of surprised by. They were almost dead center. And then once in a while and occasionally, those I kind of understood. Because when you get a match, like, I will not lie. Like, if I saw Daigoro versus Goliath, I'd be like, well, again, I'm in charge of KWC and I would read every match. But that doesn't mean if I was on the outside, I would be like, I'll just skip to the end. Because it's not monsters that I feel invested in, to be honest.
I agree
Grandpa
with that
Bertel,
one
we can still hear you flapping your wings erratically. Stop trying to influence Kaiju X.
Yep.
I agree with that. I agree with that one person.
Yeah, it's kind of over. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit.
No. So, what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Honestly,
interesting.
I am actually very much surprised that every time a Never is so evened. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. So it roughly equates to about 20% of. Or no, wait. Let me check. About 17% never skip a match. They read every single one, no matter what.
Right.
And then 17%, like they just skip every time. So that I was kind of shocked by it, but at the same time, yeah.
I guess GBZ is not part of the 17%.
No, he replies by, occasionally, unless it's 164, in which case, skip it immediately. But next one, next one, this is the one I would kind of have the most regret with in regards to I wish I had a middle ground option. But
yeah, I believe I suggested that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I oversaw. Yep, I should have added a few more results, but which do you prefer? Ones that are continued or ones that are not? And honestly, if you take a look, it was kind of, or do you have I should have put also no care. And yeah, this one I kind of have a little bit of, this one I hold a little bit reservations about that I don't really trust. But I do like the fact that matches that are so high, because it does show that people do care about that. That is something that people
I can barely hear anyone with all that flapping.
Berta, stop your flying, man. You gotta calm down, man.
Looks
what
like
else?
Pac-Man.
Proof the Gray Shot series.
Because the majority are, I prefer matches that are completely standalone, have no connection. So it's like the Gray Shot series was a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Well,
it's
to be
true, but you should say.
To be fair, in regards
Right.
to be fair in regards to our output of matches, most of our matches are completely, there are standalone. It's only bigger matches or there's certain ones that are actually connected.
Yep. Just like 153 and 206. Or.
Yep.
Or 164.
Grandpa Birdzone, is there any way you could mute your mic while you're not talking? Because there's also like a watery sound that I'm also hearing from you, man.
Oh, that's a fish tank.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I can barely hear anyone.
Yeah, that's the thing. The flapping is also coming in. Just as a note, man. Just a heads up.
Are you in a fish tank?
He is currently swimming in the fish tank as he's doing this podcast. He is a very dedicated individual.
I'm having a bath.
Yeah, there you go.
You're having a bird bath?
He wanted to bring his fish along with him.
But yeah,
Any case, next match feedback is in regards to length, which in regards to actually this one kind of surprised me the most. Maybe I should have gave a little bit more answers as well, but this one was, which do you prefer, shorter, longer, or medium? And I was actually shocked by how low shorter matches were.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd prefer the medium because it's
same here.
Yeah, the medium is the perfect middle ground for me.
Yeah, because the short is not as satisfying sometimes. Longer matches, some people kind of give up part of the way through, and then the medium matches it's the in between already. So
Right. I think the medium match is just because 5K and 15K is just such a versatile number that you can get away with a lot in a medium match. Like, I'm trying to think of a good equivalent. Like, a match that's like 10,000 words long is still pretty long. So.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, and funny enough, I almost had this at 15 and 25. Like, I was breaking up with every 10, but then I realized, oh shit, 200's 35,000 words. I need to bump this up a little bit.
Yeah.
35,000 words too long.
Hey. Next one is, which type of story do you prefer? And this one was also very interesting in regards to the fact that I'll actually let you guys look this one over and for the results you guys see.
All right.
This one I was mostly surprised by because it actually goes against kind of the original one, which is, do you prefer matches that are connected or not? Because most matches that are connected kind of have like a human storyline going on or something. Right. And this one was kind of like the complete opposite, in which you can see people really like when there are humans involved with the monster action.
Yeah, I think I'm the tiny blue line. Because that's what I put.
The tiny blue line is also 164, as it's evident. And yeah, I understand what
I made a mistake.
Actually, if you guys want to know, those are the actual that is liked 164 is that blue line.
Oh god, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Alex was tricked.
Fuck, traps are gay.
Alex got duped.
Fucking Grayshout laid a trap out.
But actually, so if you guys want to know, like, the percentage-wise, that is roughly 70%. Yeah, 70% of people like it when there's a human element somehow involved in the match. So that, I think, is a very clear and concise point of the KWC definitely has changed since the time of Tom and Christian.
Definitely.
You mean that it's actually good now?
Yeah.
I mean, I will not say anything negative against that, but this one is going to be the most surprising of what you guys think. And I have some funny results in regards to this as well. So, now, there was a list of... Now, I want to make this extremely clear. I did not choose... I was not biased in regards to who I chose for the writers. So many people, I received a notice of like, why did you choose X over X? I was like, basically, to be on this list, you had to have made more than 5 matches in the KWC. I made that. I was like, because otherwise I'm going to have so many people. I didn't want to overly confuse people with the writers, because this one was more of who do you like and who do you read. And so I didn't add like Michael Mene, who has done some good matches, but he's only done like one, or Kashawn Johnson. He's only had one or two.
Or at least
yeah, I hear there's a good writer and a good friend named Joseph Steinhardt Jr. Where was he?
Again, under the 5 quota.
I don't know. I think he should be the exception, not the rule, because
Oh, trust me, the exception you guys are gonna find enjoyable. But in any case, so yeah, here is basically these are the results.
All right, what are we? Holy crap!
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaiju X, you won.
I can't see.
Wow.
Oh.
So basically,
well.
yeah.
Well, Kaiju X, how does it feel?
Big, I mean, I don't even.
I like how he's stunned. He's like, these results were unexpected.
I did not.
It was a surprise to be sure,
I-
but a welcome one.
There was an issue though with this match with regards to the quoting. So people, for whatever reason, about a third of the people skipped this, or the answers were incorrect. So this one had a little bit of errors.
Oh, okay.
So there were a bit of things. Also, I want to make note: Tom and Christian were literally neck and neck the entire way. I watched them go from I kid you guys not. They were at 50 to 100. Like they went from from 50% of where they are to 100, like where they are currently, like at the over the time lapse, and they were neck and neck the entire time. But
I'm actually curious on who voted for who. I voted for Kaiju X, GBZ, and admittedly Gray Shot.
I voted for Kaiju X, Harley, and Living Corp.
I can't remember.
I think I voted for. I voted for.
I'll be
Kaiju
blatantly
X.
honest. I voted for Andrew.
Gray Shot interrupts Nagoda. It's almost like Gray Shot.
Nagoda doesn't matter.
We all. So everyone here agrees that we all vote almost all of us voted for Kaiju X at some point.
Aw.
I threw Andrew, I threw Josh, and I think I didn't vote for myself. I threw for Kashawn Johnson because I was like, I'll vote for other people. And apparently I needed the vote, so I should have voted for myself. But
Nagoda, who'd you vote for?
I don't think that would have mattered too much.
Who you voted for?
I voted Kaiju X, Harley, and then I don't remember who my third vote was.
Yourself, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you hurt me.
I think I voted for Harley. I think Tyler and Tom, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I think Josh. No, hang on. It was Harley, Josh, and Tyler.
Tom.
Ew. One of those is disgusting.
But I should also note, I'm now going. So there was also a little thing I like to call other. Oh, actually, for the listeners, I guess I should say. So Andrew was number 1, then Josh, Christian, and Tom were tied. Then it was me. Then it was Christian Zatkov, which is I don't think he's written a match in a long. Like we haven't had a match since 160.
That's Living Corpse. He's pretty much retired from writing. So
yep.
Yeah, I think he only did the 2 Godzilla matches, or the 2 Godzilla match, just because of the hell of it.
Yeah, the banner actually I showed with the 5 monsters. That is actually a Christian Zatkov match. That's how old it is. That's why he needs a little TLC.
Is that his last match, or does he have more?
He has. I think there's like 1 or 2 others I have of him. One actually featuring Sunfighter, shockingly. But the results. I want to make note. I don't think also people understood what they were asking me for, because on the other section I'm not sure who wrote this story, if it was Mr. Sitomersky or Mr. Salibert, but the Hedora versus Kiryu story was excellent.
Oh.
That had
Who wrote?
the author.
Wait, who said that?
Oh.
I think that was 121. Kiryu Hedora. That was Kenneth James.
120.
Wasn't that Kenneth James?
Yeah, exactly. It was like, you could just look at the match, right? Like,
No, that would be too hard.
also, I also want to make note, other people that were, top in this regards were Matthew Williams had quite a few people. Joseph Steiner Jr. Connor Clinnow had a few write-ins. So, Kashawn Johnson, I don't know, was also one.
I don't know.
And
Anyone but Gray Shot.
I just also want to make note, I don't know wrote in, also just put Tom and I don't know. So I think Tom might have put that one. I'm only guessing. I only have some slight evidence, but I think I don't know might have been Tom's submission. Eugene Tan had a few write-ins. I don't pay attention to the writers had one.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Kenneth James, Thomas Singleton. I don't pay attention to the writers. I did have one which was the guy who does the long-standing Zilla storyline.
What?
Jacob Hayes had a few.
You mean? Jacob Hayes. No, was it Jacob?
No, yeah, Jacob had a few. He also the monsters that I also had someone. The monster's desire to defeat one another heightens the intensity of the battle. I don't know what this person exactly meant by that, by voting for the best writer, but I want you guys to know he also voted for Andrew and Christian Zatkoff, so he obviously has good taste.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't vote for Tom, so he has good taste.
Oh God, where was the other ones? Yeah, I don't know any of the writers. I don't pay attention. Man, I don't remember the author names. So.
Oh, there's a simple solution.
Also,
to that.
Andrew.
Go to another tab.
I would also like to make note. Andrew and Christian Salaber had a lot of the men. I don't remember the author names because they were like the first two on the list. So, I also had, and this one was the longest in the whole out of all of them. Why do the matches need to be so violent and melodramatic? I feel like half of the latter matches end with, and then whoever lost closed their eyes for the last time they felt their blood seep away.
That's how one of my matches ends. Spoiler.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
sort of my
That's
Yeah,
one of my matches.
I really cried when the iguanodons died.
Oh, and I just want to give a special shout out to Jackson Morris, who received more write-ins than anyone else. So good job, Jackson.
Great job.
Saying that
can't
off,
wait
that
to
makes no
read
sense.
matches.
Are we on banner creators now?
No. Jackson Morris had the highest of all the write-ins.
I can't wait to read Jackson's new match.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jackson Morris had. Oh, are there any others? God, there's so many good. I wanted next time I'm doing just write in. Like, what do you like? Some like other thoughts you have. I just want to leave the best out of everything. Yeah, there was no preferences. Oh my God, Matt Frank had a few write-ins.
What?
Matt Frank? Matt Frank? I can't wait to read his match. What's it called?
The Chilopods.
I just want to make note. Okay, so this guy on the feedback loop. Apparently, how often do you skip the match and look at the winner? Every time. Which type of match do you prefer? I prefer the matches that are completely standalone. So obviously, this is someone that doesn't care. He just looks at the end. And yeah, his top three writers were Andrew Sudomarsky, Kenneth James, and Matt Frank. So good job.
He has amazing taste.
To be fair,
meet this person's hand.
I also wrote, please write the top three monsters you would like to see included in the KWC in the future. Godzilla Hesse, Godzilla Jr., Godzilla. So I think he understood the questions very well.
Wait, Godzilla Heisei Jr. and who?
Godzilla Legendary.
I can't wait to see them in the KWC.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope they get rid of Showa Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, and Godzilla 2000.
Let's see, let me keep going up. Yeah, we got some Michael Minays, Jackson Morris. Frank here and there. Jacob Hayes.
How
Sean
many
Johnson.
times has Matt Frank been used?
Uh,
Because you said
two
here
or
and there.
2 or 3.
Uh,
Like
Why?
it's just like there weren't too many others, but out of I don't know. Again, I don't know. Jackson Morris had the most write-ins, and he's not even a writer, so don't ask me.
Jackson Morris is my favorite writer.
But out of everyone, yeah, it was Jackson and Matthew Williams were like the 2 highest people. I'm looking on the text analysis right now.
oh gosh, that's funny.
Matthew Williams. Like just for banners, writers or just
For writers.
for the people who just do banners. Or
No,
in
no.
general.
For writers. This is the top
Oh, yeah.
writers. There was no banner question. It was just writers.
Okay, shot. What I meant was like, was this for the top 2 or so for other?
This was for the top 2 for other because Matthew again Matthew Williams only has 201 and 203, so I didn't put him on the list because he only has 2
Okay.
matches and my cutoff was 5. So yeah. Also,
Next
I just want to
category.
make. Oh my god. I guess I should also say Harley, Kenneth James for it went then. After Christian, it went Harley, Kenneth, Forrest, Patrick, and then others. So there were
People
plenty
remember
of writers.
Forrest.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of
Yeah.
surprised.
People remember. Oh wait, you just said that. Like,
How many did he get? Let me look.
Really?
Yeah, he got about 13% of the vote. So I think
the guy who hasn't had a match in years.
Hmm.
Yeah, out of the so basically you want to know how this came to. Out of all the people that submitted basically all the people that, put in something, percent of them, or about 50.5 voted for Andrew. 44% of them like Joshua. So this is out of the 3 votes that could cast, 44% of them at least voted once for Josh, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
40% voted for Christian, 40% voted for Tom, about 30% voted for me, and then 25 for Christian, and then the rest is about an average of about 15%. So it went like 19, 15, 15, 50, or like 15, 12.
Right.
And then other was about 11%. God damn, I love the other comments the most. It was the most
Yes.
That's
This is what
hilarious.
happens when you give people a platform.
Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
So now it comes down to the monsters, and this one's going to
Oh,
be a
boy.
look. This one's a little hard to just look at.
Is
So
this favorite monsters?
these are the top 10 monsters that people like seeing in the KWC.
Okay.
Of course, Godzilla's at the top.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, obviously Godzilla's going to be at the top, but the rest of them you might be surprised by.
Oh
wow.
god,
I'm not
big ants in the
surprised by
top.
this.
So I guess of the top 10 monsters, sorry if it's a little tiny for you guys, but on my screen, the top 10 monsters are Godzilla Hesse, Godzilla Legendary, then Anguirus, again Kiryu at 4, Destroyer at 5, Gamera at 6, Big Ant at 7, Biomonte at 8, Mechagodzilla Showa at 9, Grand King Ghidorah at 10, and Zilla at 11.
Ew.
And then afterward,
That's
it's
you.
then I guess I'll go over the top 20, which is Space Godzilla at 12, King Ghidorah Hesse at 13,
Ew.
King Kong at 14, Mechagodzilla Hesse at 15, Rodan at 16, Gigan at 17, Titanosaurus at 18, Baragon at 19, and rounding out number 20 is Monster X.
Ew.
Number 21 is Mothra Heisei. Number 22 is Gorosaurus. Number 23 is Ultraman. Number 24 is
Ew.
Mothra Leo. And number 25 is the Muto.
Yep.
So,
Ew.
So yeah, and again, if you want to know how this was broken down, I'll just do it for the top 10 to be very, to make this easy. But
Yep.
Godzilla got about 62% of people that voted for the monsters pick Godzilla Hesse. Went for Godzilla Legendary. 42 went for Anguirus. Anguirus was the biggest surprise for me. I did not expect Anguirus to get such a high vote.
That's because
I
Anguirus is
did.
fucking awesome.
hey,
Yeah.
good guy in
The
gears.
new one.
Kiryu was at 30. Again, Kiryu was another surprise at 37. Destroya was another, I did not expect Destroya. I expected, I expected King Ghidorah to be far higher on this list. But, yeah, Destroya was at 32%. Gamera was at 31. Big N was at 30. Big N was another big surprise. I expected him way higher on the list. But he basically was tied with Biollante when it comes to votes. Mechagodzilla was at 28. Grand Kingador was at 28. 27. And right at 27 as well was Zilla. Tied with Space Godzilla, basically. But now so again, kind of expected, but I wanted this kind of flow chart because if you guys want to know like the why I did this is again, I wanted people to choose not only like their top favorites, but to actually say which monsters do I like to read about.
So since
that's why
Biollante is pretty high on the list, is she going to be added to a match soon?
Listen. I would put a match at Biollante, but I have no matches with Biollante. Not a single person has written a match with Biollante and sent it to me.
Well, then everyone who voted is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
By the way,
this is ones they like reading about, not writing about.
It's been 111 matches since Biollante has appeared in a match.
And Daigoro.
You give back to the community by writing Biollante match.
Write your craziest Biollante match.
Please don't.
Biollante versus Grandma King Ghidorah. Biollante versus Cyber Godzilla. Biollante versus Embera. Biollante versus Godzilla 2000.
Grishop said he'll even accept hentai.
Any case, now again. Oh, actually, so here are the top monsters that people don't like seeing in the KWC.
And Kamakaris in the top monsters.
Alright, let's see this list.
Kamakaris is... Kamunga's in the... About 5% of people chose Kamunga.
I chose Kamunga.
Kamakaris is in the 2.5%.
Really?
So, Grishop, let's see this list. This bottom list.
Okay, these are the monsters that people don't like seeing in the KWC.
I voted for Kamakaris.
And this honestly kind of changed my view on a lot. Yeah, number one, Black Moth with number 2, Garorin, number 3, Daigoro, number 4, Bemular, number 5, C-Rex, number 6, Rogue Titan.
The heavily requested Rogue Titan, everybody.
Yeah. Number 6, I was really shocked about that. Number 7, Jikiro, number 8, Spyler, number 9, Maguma, and number 10, Goliath.
Why do people vote for War Gilgar in this category? War Gilgar is actually cool.
Well, these are the monsters I think...
Well, these are the obscure monsters.
Yeah.
Why isn't Zilla at the very top?
Yeah, why isn't Zilla at the very top?
Why isn't Bacon at the top?
Zilla's actually Zilla is in... I can... Hold on, give me a second. Let me... Where's Frankenstein? Because that's the end. He's on the second half of this list. Actually, he's near Bagan, but I'll get to that in a second. So here are the other monsters that. So here's the rest of that list.
Well, I guess we'll have to retire.
Kimasagami, Mechanic Kong, Gara, Ultra 7, Red King, Fighter, King Kong, Ebera, Skullcrawler, and then Zilla.
This is fucking bullshit. Why is Kamakaris on this list?
Why is Skullcrawler on the list? Skullcrawler is actually cool compared to Zilla.
Why the fuck is Kamakaris on this fucking list? This is fucking bullshit.
Oh, easy, man. It's just a praying mantis.
You guys want to know what the monster was least voted?
What?
Megalon. He has 2 votes. He is the... Yeah, Megalon is the monster that had, like... I want to say had like the least votes like overall, like in the top 10. Like in the top 10, he was relatively high. He had like about 8% of people voted for him. But like, wait, hold on. Actually, I think no, yeah. But on the other side, he only had like 2 votes on people that disliked him. Literally 2 people don't like Megalon for whatever reason.
Well, time to retire Megalon.
My goodness, what the heck?
But no, yeah. But I will say, looking at this and thinking about in regards to the KWC editions, I will say after this, this did kind of put into focus monsters that I do want to give a spotlight, but at the same time, I also don't want to overfill monster that people don't want to see. So I will say this right now, and to those that have written a match, I am sorry. And also, I'm probably going to get a lot of boos in this as I say this. But when it comes to the ultra rare kaiju, or not like Ultraman, but like kaiju that have only been maybe like one appearance or don't have much, I will say that I'm going to be putting a lot tighter scrutiny on those monsters. So, saying this now, Kamagidan will most likely not be getting a match in the next 100 matches. I will say
fuck
that.
you. Fuck you.
Boo!
Yeah, I figured
Not
that.
cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Boo, you
That's
stink!
because people haven't seen Kamagidan. Once they see him, they're gonna go, "Wow, that's cool."
That is fucking awesome.
But again, this also ties in the match of if you guys also think about it, these are also the monsters that receive the least amount of submissions in regards to the KWC. And I don't want to add a kaiju that is going to get little feedback. And while like yes, Black Moth has received a few matches, Garoran's had a few matches, C-Rex had a few matches, there are some on this list that have not. And I rather kind of avoid adding monsters that are just going to be kind of dead weight, if you understand. Like one or two on occasion.
Well, just jettison all the Ultraman and Zilla kaiju. They're dead weight.
How jettison you?
To be fair, you're not wrong in that, because C-Rex is high on this list. 37% of the vote did not like C-Rex, and didn't like Cyber Godzilla.
Yeah, see, kids, I'm right.
Though, I will also admit, Bagan, 20% of people did not like Bagan.
No one likes the Edgelord.
And when it comes to Crystalak, 28% don't like Crystalak, and 21% don't like
That's
Insidious.
awesome.
I'm kind of surprised Godzillasaurus
Well, not the
isn't higher
Crystalak
on
thing,
that
but
list.
what Nagoda put up.
Godzillasaurus only took 10%. He's right under Zilla, so yeah.
Yeah, right under Zilla, so he's pretty low.
Actually, you want to know who received the least votes, which I was really surprised about? Jaguar.
Megalon.
He received
Oh.
only 3% of people don't like Jet Jaguar.
Really?
I thought it was Megalon with 2%.
That was
No, Megalon, no.
Great
Megalon
shot,
had
make up your
two.
mind.
Megalon had 2 votes.
How many
He
did
was like a
Jet Jaguar
point,
have?
point of a percentage. Like he was that low. Jet Jaguar was 3%.
Jeez.
How many votes did he have?
Like 30. So you kind of get like a reference point.
Then Megalon's still the least voted.
Yeah, right above him is Mecha King Ghidorah with 3 votes.
Jeez.
Again, a point of a percentage.
Darn Godzilla
He's actually-
purists.
Also down there with Rodan, Titanosaurus, King Caesar, Mechagodzilla, Showa, Batra, Destroya, like down there. Did Godzilla even? Oh, Godzilla got some votes though. He's at about 5% of people don't like reading about Godzilla.
Here's the thing, I think people are going to know that Godzilla's going to win majority of the time, so it's kind of like, why bother?
Right.
That's my interpretation of it.
Is that Kumasa
Yeah.
Gidon?
Yeah, Kumaso Kamagidon.
Yep, that's Kumasakama Gidon. Can we have that in the KWC?
Yeah, have Orga eat them both.
Yes.
But any case, so yeah, those were the monsters that in regards to like had the most preference and whatnot, so which I will be using in regards to which monsters I, submit matches for. And this is not to say, oh my god, Black Moth is at number 1, he's never gonna get a match ever again. No. If
Isn't
someone
it a
writes
she?
if she gets a match.
Don't misgender Black Moth.
In any
Did you?
case, if someone writes a match for her, I will still submit it. Me pointing out which areas of the KWC am I not going to add a monster for. For instance, I actually had some ideas of adding the Visitor actually into one of the as a new monster. An idea.
Visitor.
One of the other
He's a-
scrap monsters
he's-
in regards to
He's a
Godzilla
scrapped
Unleashed.
Godzilla Unleashed monster.
Yep.
So we're adding fan fiction or fan art monsters?
I was actually considering adding him in and just like getting a 3D model and like basing like because his mouth is kind of like that of like Stranger Things. I thought he'd be like a cool new tooth and claw monster. After this though, I kind of have some more reservations. And and most likely going to go with another edition, another monster that was in the comics and was, I would say, well received.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The trilobites.
Possibly, just possibly.
Pods.
Oh.
Huh.
Clap when I saw.
Yeah, I clapped when I saw it.
I didn't clap when I saw Black Moth.
Yeah. To be fair, Black Moth has the body of a lion, but has the brain of a lion. So, you tell me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Black Moth is just the KWC pandering to SJWs
Now,
because she's a woman.
Well, actually, let's move on to the last survey question, which is, please write the top 3 monsters you would like to see included in the KWC in the future.
Oh boy.
This one was kind of difficult because, how do I say this? Here, I'll just show you in this regard, because the text analysis doesn't really work for this, because, let me go like this. So if you were to take a look here and see what number one, we have King. Number 2, we have Shin Godzilla. Number 3, we have Showa.
Showa what?
Number 4, we have Zeton.
Showa Rodan.
No, not Showa anything, just Showa. Number 4, we have Zeton. Number 5, we have Ultraman. Not any Ultraman, just Ultraman.
Right.
Number 6, we have Kamibus. Number 7, we have Giant. Number 8, we have Hesse. Number 9, we have Monsters. And number 10, we have Kaiju.
What?
I want monsters in the KWC.
Only 3 of them make sense.
I had to do some basic... Now, I had to do some, getting rid of the other things and, looking at, who wrote. And based on what people wrote in, this is what I can figure out. So, the number 1 most requested match actually is Shin Godzilla. King was number 1 because everyone... King Ghidorah. Different versions of King Ghidorah. So... yeah, all messed up. Or King, there's an Ultraman that's King Zeton or something.
Right.
King Joe.
King Joe.
Yeah, that's
King
Kong 2007 was also requested, or not 2007, 2005 and 2017 were also added a few times.
Guys, we're not getting King Kong 2005 in the KWC.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, trust me. Hold on, I'm not done yet. The next one that was on the list was Zeton. Zeton was very requested. So, yeah, he was number 2. Number 3 would have been. That's 3. That doesn't count. That's 4. Sorry, the way this is structured is kind of weird because it's going on. I spread it out, so I'm going through. So I need to get rid of 5, which is this. Yeah. Okay. Next one was Kamibus. People really want Kamibus. Oh, sorry. Number 5 was Ultraman for some reason.
No, did you say Ultraman Tiga or Ultraman Belial?
See, that's what people see. Ultraman, people wrote Ultraman, Ultraman Tiga, Ultraman Belial, Ace, Ultraman, the Return, Astron from the Return of Ultraman, Ultraman Jack, Ultraman Taro, Ultraman Ace, Ultraman Jack. There's lots of Ultraman in here, but they're all for different ones.
Right.
The problem is people write oh, I want Gomez from Ultraman. So using the text analysis, which I showed you guys, that's why a lot of people put Ultraman. So it's not that Ultraman was actually a top number. It's that other monsters are being used, and the text analysis picks the word that's used the most.
Okay.
So that's why the list I gave you is kind of fun, is kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. I getcha.
Also, Shin Godzilla, for whatever reason, was absorbing. So that's also why Shin Godzilla was so high on the list. anything that mentions Godzilla is also Shin Godzilla for whatever reason with this program, which is weird. Any case,
I want Godzilla 2000 on a unicycle in the KWC.
Any case, on next down on the list at other monsters that were included were Colossal Titan was requested quite heavily. Baragon was requested a lot.
I can't wait to have Baragon at the KWC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to justify their votes and say that they're trying to mean Baragon from GMK.
Probably GMK, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got GMK Baragon, but no. I got GMK Baragon, I got C Baragon.
Oh, C Baragon.
I also got Flying Ebera.
Flying Ebera?
Flying Ebera.
What the fuck is Flying Ebera?
That's from the same manga as Sea Baragon. It's Ebera with wings.
Yep.
What?
Exists, it's true.
I got it.
What?
Flying Ebera. Just believe.
What?
That's a thing.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Oh, here, I got the image. Copy image. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he beat me to it. Yeah, that's Flying Ebera with, like, Kamacuras wings.
Yep.
What?
I can honestly say that will not be making it into the KWC.
I want it in the KWC, Great Shot. Put it in the fucking KWC.
I understand that people think he's like a water cockroach with a lobster, but he's really not. Like, this is
Great Shot just hates fun.
Yeah. I'm going to rate like 20 matches with this guy, including Flying Ebera versus everybody. Fallout.
Well, otherwise, what were the other ones that were back to the NIS? Was super popular. Kaishin Muba was popular. Gypsy Danger had quite a few write-ins. Eva's had like a few here and there. Super Godzilla had quite a few write-ins.
Well, congratulations.
Even though he's in the KWC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job, Kaiju X.
Godzilla Bagan had a few write-ins.
Is that
I want Godzilla Bagan in the KWC.
Is that like a shipping name, or what are we looking at here?
Hey,
Super Godzilla Bagan King Ghidorah.
Can we have
attack?
Can we add a bacon that's made out of Bagan and Ghidorah cells?
I also had some write-ins saying, if this is talking about monsters already included, Bagan, Biollante, and Godzilla Legendary are 100% my top phase. If this is monsters not in the series already, as long as it's not a TV series monster, I'll be okay with it.
Oh, someone's biased.
But yeah,
amazing.
there were.
Great Shot, were there any choices that like made no sense? Like someone just posted something like out of the ordinary.
Oh yeah, I got there was quite a few of those. Let me see. I don't know. You really got all your bases covered in terms of kaiju. I like maybe some more obscure Ultra Series kaiju like Gomez, Pigula, and Garamon. Though that was a write-in. What else? What was another write-in? Bolton,
how many,
Mother Longlegs, something from Hanna-Barbera, I guess. All the best Toho monsters are already in.
How many votes did Manila get?
Manila?
Yeah.
Yes. Manila or Mia.
Manila. None.
Type in
What?
Mia.
Great Shot, we're
Done?
I'm trying all the forms. Like I just put Min, and I got Pagan Min. I got Batman, Pagan Min, and Treecore.
I voted for Manila.
People voted for Batman.
I think it's referring to the Batmen.
Oh, I got a few people. No. Batman.
Right, Batman.
Well,
and Batman.
technically.
No. As in Superman, Batman, and Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. Those were write-ins.
Oh.
Well, technically, we kind of could find a way to get Batman in because of that scrap movie.
That was cancelled though.
Well, they're adding scrapped video game monsters. So.
Yeah, we're fucking getting the Visitor.
Well,
I
the
also
visitor's been scrapped again, so.
I also have guys, I'm not even kidding you. I have Superman, Peer Gynt, and Goldberg.
Goldberg? The wrestler?
If you also want to know who Peer Gynt is, it is a 5-act play in a versus by Norwegian dramatic that was published in 1867. So, this would be the character people would want. And I can honestly say, I don't think I'll be adding this guy.
I want him in the KWC.
He looks awesome.
You send this in.
I'm gonna write him versus everyone. Fallout.
Let's see. Let me go back to the responses.
What am I?
There's gotta
looking
be
at
more
here?
good stuff.
Oh yeah, there is. Well, let me just go down the list. Like,
Is there one that
Ultraman
starts
Bilal
with
got
an
a few.
R?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there a monster that starts with an R in there?
I mean, I can just do that. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, this program doesn't work like that. Let me just look through. I'll point out the funny ones. I got Young Gary, Pugasari, and Daimajin. That was kind of off the wall. Trilopods, Evangelion, Gypsy Danger.
Hooray!
Gorgo was another one. That had quite a few.
I have a feeling that was you that put that in, Gray Shot.
No,
Great shot, you put Goro in.
I got Godzilla 2000, Godzilla 90s, and Chameleon.
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh, Godzilla 90s. Oh, lordy.
Ebra, Megagears, Baragon. I think he missed the point.
I want Mega Gearus in the KWC.
Yeah.
I got. I mentioned Batman, Pagan Min, and Treecool. Zetus, Barugon, and Bulk Zardian, which is
Bulk
I know
Hang
that's
on.
actually a legit
Did you
thing.
just say Zetus?
Yeah, Zetus from Gamera the Brave.
Zetus, isn't it?
Hey.
Andrew's just like, let's not get into the semantics.
Yeah.
Is this the Gyro versus Gyro thing?
Possibly. Kaishimba, Red Spark, Spider Uros. Shin Godzilla had a lot of write-ins. Really. What else?
How many people voted for Spider? I can't.
Spider-Man?
No, Spider Uro.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hold on.
I voted for
can check
Spider Euros.
that. Spider Euros got. Wait, come on. There we go. Spider. About 5.
I'm actually curious to see what other kaiju they wanted.
It was relatively low on the list. I mentioned the top were Colossal Titan. A lot of people wrote in for Shin Godzilla, Colossal Titan, Kaishin Muba, and Kanibus were like the top results.
No, what I mean with like the 5 people who voted for Spider.
Oh,
can you see like what other kaiju they voted for? Like those 5 people.
Spider Eurus, Ren, the Kaiju Dragon Hybrid, and the the boss in which Tony sees Angela naked. I'm guessing this is you.
Yes. Oh, it took you this long to get to that one? I was waiting for that one for you to read that.
How many people voted for Red?
I hate you all. Also, I just want to make note that he voted I just want to make note, highlight the top 3 writers, that I was your number 1 choice, followed by Andrew and then Joseph. So,
What the heck?
Wait, what?
He clicked my name first.
Oh.
The betrayal. Haha.
But seriously, this is what I still want. Yes. I mean, in the kid.
Also, I just want to make note. He GVG is he is being false. On which monsters do you prefer to read about the most? He has Zone Fighter on there. He has Jet Jaguar on there. He has Zilla on there.
Wait, what?
You have Zilla in your top 10.
How do I? What?
Which monsters do you prefer not to read about? Bagan, Bemular, C-Rex, Cyber Godzilla, Gamora, Garoran, Red King, Ultraman, Ultra 7, and Zilla again. So,
did I hit Zilla on accident? Or the top? I swear to God, I did not put top
For the top 10, you have Anguirus, Bylante, Gigan, Godzilla, Hedorah, Jaguar, Mechagodzilla, Showa, Muto, Zone Fighter, Zilla.
What?
How can you see this?
I can
Like,
see
who's
all of
voted
your
for what?
answers. We also got
Okay, I must have accidentally.
Ganimus and Spider Euros, Godzilla, Showa, Spider Euros, and Kamibis, and
Wait.
Kaishinuba, Red
Grisha.
Spark, Spider Euros.
Great
Yes.
shot. Go back to Kamibis.
Oh, Kamibis? How many wrote him in?
Wait, was it Kamibis or Ganymes that you said?
Oh, Ganimus. Like someone wrote in Ganimus and Spider Euros.
Oh, Ganymes. He's referring to Ganymes.
Ganymes. Oh,
who
actually,
else?
oh
What else was
yeah,
in there?
and there was also this was yours. Yeah, there's also Minya in here. So I guess
Yeah.
we got one. Hold on, let me
There's
clear this
mine.
Minya again. Maybe it was the. Oh, I'm sorry. We had you were the only person.
I
Oh,
was
no,
the
wait.
only person who voted for Manila.
No, wait, hold on. There were two. Because someone also wrote in Garu and Minya.
Oh,
Garu and Minya. Great.
my plan to get Manila in the KWC has failed.
Great shot. If I show you the bio for the episode of showing Angela naked in the shower, will you add it into the KWC?
No, but I can say that someone added Kraken from Clash of the Titans in here. By the way, I guarantee the response from C.
Show the
Baragon
bio.
was this was Christian Salibert. So Christian Salibert, his top 3 writers in the KWC are Andrew Sudomersky, Forrest Froond, and Christian Zatkov.
Oh.
Oh.
And he doesn't like Rogue Titan, apparently.
Aw.
Wait,
So-
people like Rogue Titan?
I just want because on his top 10 monsters he doesn't like, it's Bemular, Black Moth, Sea-Rex, Cybergodzilla, Daigoro, Gabara, Goliath, Gororin, Mechanicon, and Rogue Titan. Monsters he likes are Anguirus, Batra, Bylante, Dagara, Destroya, Gigan, Grand King Ghidorah, Monster X, Space Godzilla, and Varan.
Huh.
I'll admit, my list for the top 10 monsters I didn't want to see was just more... I couldn't really decide, so I just kind of picked random.
What else? We also have Godzilla, Hanna-Barbera, Giant Condor, Mr. Magic from Circus Caper.
What?
Mirror Man, Megalomaniac. Oh my god, this is definitely... This has to be Living Corpse. Or not Living Corpse, this has to be Joshua Reynolds.
What do you vote for?
Because his number one person was Joshua Reynolds. Because he voted for Miro Man and Megaloman, which he is the only person that wants those guys in.
Did he
that guy should
seriously
shrink his
vote for
beak.
himself?
He highlight the top 3 writers you prefer to read. Joshua Reynolds, Christian Zatkov, and Tyler Shock. He
Why?
secretly loves 160.
Does he really? Did anybody really vote for themselves?
I mean,
I don't think
I did. I did this. Hold on. Who did I actually see who I voted for. Hold on. Because I did this survey, but I didn't. Hold on. It was the first result, but it was in the proto survey I made. Oh, yeah. I voted for it. Yeah, I voted myself in the proto survey. But I didn't vote myself in the real survey. Did I actually vote
I didn't vote for
myself in the real
myself.
survey? No. I guess we're just seeing the results of again, it doesn't really matter. And that's why I put 3. Again, that's
True.
why people could vote others. But I think I should put 5 next time. That way people get more votes. Like the monsters.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Servum 2017.
Oh, wow.
Serve him?
Yeah, that's
Serve 'em.
from the new Godzilla anime.
Oh.
Oh, that's the dragon thing.
Yeah, the flying
That-
dragon
that's
things,
That's the Kaiju Dragon Hybrid.
yeah. Ren, he lives on.
He is in an anime.
Yes.
His dream came true.
Yeah. And he is the son of Godzilla, too, because the Servum are direct spawns of Godzilla.
Really?
Actually, I don't know.
Trust me. If you thought Godzilla Monster Planet was going to go one way, I can assure you it goes another. Any case, to the actual results, we have Godzilla Millennium, El Gusano, if a model exists or an artist is willing to make one, and the Crackler. We're also
Crackler?
the Crackler
Crackler.
It's from the Zilla series.
from Godzilla the series. Yeah.
Oh.
No. Actually, I wonder if anyone voted for Kamagidon. Let me check.
I should have voted for Kamagidon.
Did
Instead of Ganymede.
anyone vote for Kamagidon? Ooh. Come on, go down. There we go. Doesn't seem like Kamagidon. Wait, Kamagidon. No. Doesn't seem like anyone voted for Kamagidon.
Try Kamakidon.
Let me make sure I'm spelling this right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull this up. In progress. I know I have some. Wait, that's Kamakuris. How do you spell Kamagidon? Just making sure I'm getting this right because I can't seem to find it on the
chat.
I have it posted in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Both spellings.
Kamagidon. Let's try this. Oh, I added an E. That's why. Kamagidon. One person. Kamagidon, Trilopod, and Colossal Titan. I assume this is you, Andrew.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yep. We got one, and let me try the other way. Kamakidon.
Yeah, the alternate spelling is what's on TK right now. So.
Yep, nothing.
Okay, nothing. I'm the only person.
So yeah, for a whole bunch of guys that apparently want the monster in, way to vote for him.
Forgot.
Likely story. Well, actually, let's take a look at what Andrew said and what his monsters are. So, how often do you read a KWC match? I read it once in a while. Mm-hmm. Wow, you read them once in a while and you're my editor? Oh my god!
On the main site, like. I read them when I get them, but for you, it's like, like on the main site, it's just once in a while.
Let's see. Your top 3 writers are Harley, Joshua, and Tom.
Okay, it was
Tom.
Okay, it was Tom. I couldn't remember.
Ew.
And your top 10 monsters: Bagan, Dagora, Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Hesse, King Kong, Mechagodzilla, Muto, Skullcrawler, Ultraman, and Ultra 7. Mm-hmm. Monsters do you hate reading?
This one was just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, this one I just picked out a random. Like, it was no sense of organization because I love them all. But
Paragon, Gigan, Jet Jaguar, Kamakuris, King Kong, Kumaso, Gami, Mechanic Kong, Monster X, Varan, and Zilla. I'm noticing a lot that were in 164.
Like I said, I just chose out a complete random with that one. And some of them were just more of not who I hate or don't like reading, but just more of... Either this monster needs to win more, Baragon, Gigan, or, they just need more, or, just...
ones that you just...
Random.
Not to read about, because there's already a stigma attached to them, and you know what the ending's going to be.
Right,
well,
right.
164 killed everything in the KWC. I mean, Zilla hasn't had a match since.
Yeah. I did get a Kamidithrax, which was the mate, which was like the love interest of Zilla in the series.
Yeah.
Belial Crackler was in here quite a few times actually. Meyer Squid and Ultra Woman Beth.
Ultra Woman.
That sounds like a shitty oath. Do not steal.
There's an Ultra Woman.
Ultra Woman Beth.
Women.
Oh, yep.
I know there's an Ultra Mother.
That I was thinking of, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
Ultra
right, the American
Woman
Ultraman series. That's right.
There's an American Ultraman series.
The American Ultraman. Her.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, Ultraman.
Yeah, there was an American one. I'm not sure how well.
It was an animated one. Like the one she appeared in was an animated one, but there was a American series of like Ultraman Towards the Future, I think.
I did get a few others. Knifehead, King Kong, King Kong 1933, Beast from 20,000 Fans, Knifehead, let's see, Gorosaurus, Duraka, or Drago. I forget the romanization from Ultraman. Barry Eudora and the Giant Condor. Kaiju monsters and Transformers, creepypasta characters, Ruby characters, Undertale, AE, Irma characters, Marvel zombies, DC
Nagoda, did you
dinosaurs,
vote for the
all
Ruby
Jurassic Park
characters?
/World and game.
What?
Oh, is this Nagoda?
Nagoda, did you vote for the Ruby character?
He got quiet. I think I found it. I think I found his troll answer. Nagoda, how could you?
Oh,
Found him out.
Even though you're denying it, I'm going to. I voted for Zeton. Mecha, Gamora, Zeton, and King Joe Black.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see.
Who wants Mecha? Who wants Mecha?
Mecha
Gamora.
Crybaby.
It's just a crybaby. It's just the version of the crybaby, or except it just screams out dubstep and Linkin.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Don't pay attention to these thoughts.
You know, I have the first 19 response. The first 19 or 20 first day I put on the forum, and then it kind of exploded once it went to the main site. But I just want to let you guys know, for everyone that said, "Oh yes, I want Zerub. I really want Zerub." I just want to make note, 90% of the people that were on the forum that were like, "Which monster would you like to see?" Most of them put Ultraman Belial.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah.
Both of them are
So
gross.
I just want to make note, there are traitors in the midst that truly have feelings toward
I think
Belial.
I think they did so because they just wanted MM to shut up. I have a feeling that's the case.
Also, someone put in Mothra larva. So,
Okay, that is kind of a mouth.
That's great.
I did vote for
We should
Zerub, so
have
they spoke their
Larva in
mind.
KWC.
But yeah, those were basically the results for the KWC. So my takeaways, honestly...
Wait, hold on. Why is Godzilla source in the KWC when Mothra Leo Larva isn't in the KWC? At least that one fought and has a laser on its belly.
Gee, it's
Yeah.
almost like I put the argument to maybe retire him and then got massive blowback.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look at
everyone.
me. I had nothing.
You had nothing to do with it, but you didn't really come to my side either. You were like, "Hey, Grayshaw, that's a good idea, but I'm just going to be silent and stay over here while you guys do this." Honestly, yeah, looking at this, there are a few monsters I actually am tempted to retire at this point because
Yeah,
of
retire the Zilla and Ultraman. We'll solve all of our problems.
because while people don't like them, they're still used. That's the thing. It's like these monsters might not be liked, but people use them. So it's like Baragon. People didn't really like him, but yeah, he's everyone's favorite punching bag.
That was Monster X.
Yeah, Monster X be a better example of he's liked or hated, but everyone uses him. So, and I have full intent of writing at least one match with everyone. So.
Yeah, when's Descador getting a win?
12th of never.
Oh.
But don't confuse that for the 12th of November.
Yeah.
Already passed.
Yes.
But yeah, so my major takeaways. I am considering retiring a few monsters now in regards
Oh,
to...
which ones?
Well, Godzillasaurus was actually up there. Because yeah, I made the note of please submit your matches. And yeah, I got a major note, so major submission, but after that, I haven't gotten any. So I really am thinking about, getting rid of Godzillasaurus, honestly. And then there's also a few others that I'm actually considering in regards to that more on that list that I am considering that haven't been used in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I am honestly considering to retire for considerable future. This is not to say that they can't come back. This is just to say that I'd rather give the opportunity for other monsters to shine, and then those.
You should retire, Gray Shot. Godzilla Heisei.
Honestly, I did get a surprising amount of Shin Godzilla, and the amount of submissions I had for him actually is making me slightly consider him by maybe retiring someone else.
The Gray Shot. No.
Retires Godzillasaurus and add Shin Godzilla. Everyone wins.
Add a Shin Godzillasaurus.
I can make Shin Gorosaurus turning into Burning Shin, Ultra, crit. I don't even know. Critical mass form Godzilla, in which case then it would open up another can of worms, and I'm not going down that.
Gracious, did you see my message?
Let's see. Replace Ultraman, his kaiju buddy Zilla, and his kaiju buddies with the episode of Who's the Boss where Tony sees Angela naked in the shower in the KWC. No, it will never be a thing.
Just put it in the KWCE. Kaiju X.
No.
Make a KWCE card for it.
This Christmas.
Oh, Lord. Any case, I guess on the note of the survey, the other thing it says is there will be another survey, possibly before the launch of the KWC Awards, but you will expect the KWC Awards to be in this format, which should be launching January 1st of this year.
Okay,
they will launch the day of January 1st.
Okay, sweet.
They will also KWC Awards, like when they will go through all of January.
All right, cool.
The response. Yep. Also, you can expect 2 matches in November for the KWC, possibly 3, and then there will be definitively 3 matches in December. So, as a heads up, there we'll be ending the year strong.
Yes.
And they will most likely be, for those that have submitted matches in the past year, they most likely will not be your matches. They will be older matches. I will be bringing up to the front like I did last year with Ultraman versus Baragon and such.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think there's only going to be like 2 new matches, but otherwise I have a feeling the rest are probably going to be older matches. So.
Yep. Technically, the next one is an older match. Post the banner for it. But, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Can we have Godzilla 2000 on a unicycle versus a giant Santa Claus?
The answer will not surprise you.
Yes, right?
I'm sorry to say, then it will surprise you. No. In any case, is there any other questions you guys have in regards to the survey, the effects, anything of that nature? Up?
Nah. Nothing's coming to my mind, at least.
So, no limit to the options, right?
There was a limit because they used a free survey, but for the KWC Awards, those limits will be in place, and they will force you to fill out everything. So I should get less strange answers.
Okay.
But I will put a thing in regards to the survey saying you can please write if you would like. It's like it'll be optional. Write one question or one thing you would like for us to answer on the KWCC. So there will be some feedback in that regards.
Oh boy, sweet.
Yes, we'll get some direct feedback.
All right, I can actually dig that. In the meantime, thank you everyone for tuning in to this month's KWCC, and in many respects.
Hold on. Hey guys, watch this. Hey, Gray Shot.
Yes.
Battlefront is really awesome.
Oh yeah, it's so awesome that Disney had to come in and kick you in the balls to get out the microtransactions. Oh my god, did you guys actually hear about that?
Yeah, I'm playing the game.
Wait.
Hang on. We have to look at Nagoda's chart.
Wait, you're actually playing the game?
Me and GBZ are.
Played the game last night.
Fun, actually.
Yeah,
it's a fun game. I'm just boycotting it until they fix the transactions, because if you guys don't know, or for those that don't know, Battlefront essentially had a horrendous progression system, which they are now correcting at the moment because it was so bad. It was the #1 most downloaded thing on Reddit. It received massive back, and it was so bad that you would have to spend $2,000 or 4,000 hours of gameplay to unlock stuff in the game.
No, I have to spend hours to unlock stuff, even though I got Luke Skywalker yesterday.
That is because, so that is the thing. They they are doing massive changes in regard because like 3 days ago, Disney basically came in and was like, you need to change this or else the exclusivity deal that we have with you is going to go out the window.
Cool.
Case, they immediately shut down the transaction system. And now there's also European commissions.
Belgium is wanting to.
Belgium and three others joined in.
Jeez.
They're all doing their own separate investigations.
Holy crap.
I'm looking to Nagoda's chart real quick.
Oh my goodness.
The Pokemon. Oh.
The Pokemon Kaiju list.
What is
Damn.
the...
I guess these are the ones that they're most like.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
I think this is.
I think you changed the high side.
I think Baragon should be Nidorino.
Nido
Where-
King, I personally think.
I like how
Fair.
Tyranitar and Typhlosion are both Godzilla. It's like, yeah, let's just throw both of them in there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, Sandslash makes a lot of Slash.
Some of these match really well, some of these don't. But I mean,
Why
obviously,
is
these launch
Durant Cyber Godzilla?
Ooh.
because there's only so many Pokemon to choose from, my friend. There's
Yeah.
only so
Sure.
many. I do like Gabra being the Toad. That does make a whole bunch of sense.
I think. Just for. Never mind.
In any case, guys, I think that's going to be it for this podcast. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And
Battlefront 2 17 is still fun.
Battlefront
Yes.
2, I honestly am considering getting it. I'm just holding off until I know what they're doing with the progression system. So in any case, guys, oh yeah, by the way, they also had so many refunds in regards to Origin and other accounts. Like at stores, they were getting calls from retailers saying this is ridiculous. So they were getting, like, the sales were actually impacted by the shitty system they were trying to implement. And they somewhat fixed, as you obviously are playing right now, but I'm waiting to see if that's a temporary fix or they're actually doing more. So, yeah.
All right. Until
They
then.
say Ghidorah is Dodrio.
Yeah. All right. In the meantime, see you guys in the next month's podcast. Until then, happy Thanksgiving and take care.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Bye.
Vote for me in the KWC Awards.